Hello Hulacorn hoopers and all new hoopers who are joining us for the very first time. Welcome to our mobile hoop class. So happy to have everybody who is joining. This is mobile hoop class number 6 and is a very special hoop class indeed. It is filmed on the 11th of the 11th 2018. Broken down is 11, so it is a magical day. And Mother Gaia has truly blessed us with a magical day. The sky is absolutely beautiful, clear blue skies, not a single stitch of wind, the sun is shining, the birds are chirping, everyone is just in so much love. So it's a beautiful day. I intend spending my entire day outside just giving thanks and working on all the little magical things that I work on in my daily life. So yes, I'm thankful that you can join me on this beautiful Sunday, even if you're not watching it on the Sunday. So back to class, the actual topic of today. Last week we covered some getting the hoop off your body tricks, and this week we're going to continue. Word vomit. We're going to continue on that. You may have noticed that getting the hoop off your body, your hoop basically ends up in one of two positions. There are more, but from the tricks that we've covered, it basically ends up in the two positions, and from there you now need to learn how to get it into the next trick. So the two that I'm going to be covering and then extending a little bit further on, because there's the basics of it and then there's little tweaks and tricks that you can add to it, will basically be the transition from getting the hoop on your body to off your body and then into the next trick that you want to do. So I have got two that I'm going to cover today. The first one is the lasso, so I'm going to show you that first and then we'll move on to the next one. You may have noticed that that is basically the most common area that you're going to find your hoop in when it's not on your body. So there are a couple of variations to the lasso, or a couple of extensions to it and ways to play with it. So I'll show you that one first. Right, so you get your hoop going, and okay, so just for example, if you're going to take it off the front, you land up in a lasso. So same with the back lift, you land up in a lasso. So this is quite an important trick because this is basically what's going to set you up for doing whatever it is that you're going to do next. So you bring it down, take it around. That is basically what we're going to be covering as well. So this is your typical lasso, and I'm going to the left hand side. You can stop it and you can go to the right hand side, and then you can bring it down. This is a Tinkerbell, obviously one of my favorites, and then you take it back up again and you roll around your thumb. So that's the basic lasso. So I'm going to show you the variations thereof and then slow it down for you and show you where your thumb needs to be. So this is the normal one, Tinkerbell, and then a figure of 8, which is a continuous movement. And that's in the opposite direction. So what you want to do, what you want to remember if you're going to do a Tinkerbell, is to keep the hoop, for me, going in the left hand direction. It's just a lot easier. So once you have it, you grip it, you bring it down in front of you, your hand is facing down, you can see, you bring it in front of you and you let it swirl around your thumb. It's going to twist around your thumb. And then you keep your hand out, your thumb goes to the side, your fingers go up. And the same thing, thumb and up. So I'm going to try and slow that down a little bit more for you. You bring it down, you grab it, you bring it down. As you come around the front, you lift you open your hand, you put your thumb in, and it swings around your thumb. So, and then you put your hand back in. And then you take it up. So to do that continuously, you don't actually put your thumb out at all. You just grip the hoop and bring it around as if you're doing a figure 8. that can lead to a lot of tricks. I won't cover all the tricks that it can lead to, but it's just to give you an idea of what you can do with the hoop. And then, as you saw, you can also change the direction of your lasso by doing a break. That's actually one of my favorites. And you can break anywhere on your body. It's just to get the hoop moving in a different direction. And that's pretty much a lasso. So from the lasso, we will cover further in more tutorials later the different tricks that you can do, but I mean, there's so much. One of my favorites is actually a toss, which can then lead into a whole other set of tricks. I get distracted sometimes, which we will cover in all later tutorials. So that's the basics of the lasso. And one more time. Well, let's show you getting it off the body. Up, and if you want to bring it down, just grab it and down. Grab it and down. Grab it and down. And I'm actually holding it quite loosely, just so that you can see. That's the grip that I'm holding it with, so that the hoop can move pretty freely. Let's see if I can get a close-ish one. See if it's in the camera shot. So it's quite loose. And that's the basic lasso. And variations thereof. Every single trick will stem most likely from a lasso or from something similar to a lasso, which is a round body also. So once you get it off, take it around the body. And it's just something to do while you're thinking of a new trick, a different trick that you want to try. It's literally just in front of your body. You're holding it like that. You're passing it around. Back, overhand grip. Around, back, overhand grip. And that's how you do it. And how that evolves into a more complicated trick is twisting. So that's the basis of a helicopter. And what I'm doing here, when your hands in the front, it's palms facing up. Just wait for the car. Luckily we've had no aeroplanes that I have noticed. Palms facing up. Then when you move it to the back, palm facing up, palm facing up. So you keep your palm facing up basically. And that makes a semi-helicopter, which let's see if we can. And that would evolve into a helicopter. And what I'm doing there, basically, it's very difficult to try and do it slow hand, but your hand is out and then you're flicking your hoop. Almost like a coin toss. Obviously you need momentum with this. It doesn't really work as you can see, but you can kind of see from this angle. So you're opening your hand up and you're letting the hoop roll basically on the back of your hand over there. But it does need momentum. Unfortunately, a helicopter can't really be done standing still, but it is a great trick to practice. So yeah, that basically covers basics of off-body hooping. Breaks I will also be covering a little bit more in depth in coming tutorials. So yeah, stay tuned for next week, and thank you again for joining me. Have an absolutely beautiful, beautiful day.